Hello, my name is Star Ninja and or Phantom August, and I have a little bone to pick with the fact that Shinobi is not in a good position ever since he was nerfed into oblivion around a year ago. And I know for a damn fact that everyone who's played Shinobi to Rip 70 is dying for a buff, so here I am to give some ideas and create a discussion about a character that people are saying might as well not exist. Notes for anyone who cares, I play on PC, I mainly play assassins and hybrids, I'm over 100 rips, and I've played this game for 763 hours, and I'm part of the Knights faction till the end of time. Please keep in mind that I'm a non-competitive For Honor player in any sense, but I feel like everyone can see what's wrong with Shinobi. These are going to be suggestions, so please enlighten me if the suggestions I make are terrible in your eyes. First off, Shinobi has 110 health, which is the lowest health in the game, when it should be 120 health. Now, there are two counter-arguments I can see to this. One, he's a nimble character with light armor. Please understand that Orochi, Aramusha, and Nobushi have lighter armor or equal armor to Shinobi. Hell, if you watch Nobushi's trailer, it states that she has the lightest armor.
Nobushi, elegant, aggressive fighters with the lightest of armor.
And Aramusha half the time has his chest exposed. They all have 120 health, when Shinobi seems better geared than Aramusha. The second argument some may have with this is that Shinobi is compensated by having 15 more stamina than most heroes. 15 extra stamina is not enough of a trade for 10 health, especially since Shinobi's high stamina cost with his kicks and double dodges, which I plan to get into. And for those of you who say 10 health is not a big deal, you're correct. Generally when you're getting destroyed, 10 extra health isn't going to do much. But in clutch situations and when you're a good player at the game, 10 health can mean the difference between winning and losing. Second is his deflect, and no, it's not the damage. I actually think Shinobi's damage is pretty okay. I want to talk about the 6 fucking stamina pause. Most of the time it leaves you vulnerable to a neutral bash, and boom, you're out of stamina. Make it a second or nothing at all, for the love of God, it's soul crushing. Side note, 29 stamina for the teleport part of his deflect to me is not okay and makes it easy for you to go out of stamina too. Last minor buff before we get into the juicy stuff that I want to talk about. Shinobi's double dodge is 24 stamina, which to me seems more punishing given the fact that most of the time you're going to kick your opponent in the face after the fact, and the 20 damage ranged heavy, adding up to 36 stamina. They buffed Nobushi's hidden stance to only take 12 stamina instead of 24. I feel that should be the same for Shinobi, giving him 12 stamina cost for a double dodge. I just don't want to be looking at my stamina bar every time I do some damage. Now for the juicy stuff. Out of a double dodge, both heavies and lights gain the undodgeable property. I feel like it would make him more dangerous with his kick giving a mix-up that people probably won't hate as much as Griffin's, and I feel like it would still be a part of his identity as a hero, even though it drags him down into the mud while being kicked down by a Jormungandr and Centurion at the same time with a Shaman ready to bite his ass as soon as he gets up. I understand if people are a little hesitant about the undodgeable light attacks, but it doesn't seem to be really overpowered to me. Next is his ranged guard break, and you've probably already guessed the fact that I want to make it undodgeable. This, in a 1v1 situation, is not too bad, as if you know when Shinobi has access to his ranged guard break from a kick, backflip, heavy charged, and so on and so forth. In ganks, however, this would be annoying as hell, and that is one of the reasons people would not like this change. But I think a simple counter to this is to pay attention to if a team has a Shinobi, and where he can and could be. I know he has access to stealth, and can pull a sneaky on you, but I don't know a person who would trade a feat like Bounty Hunter for stealth, and that person probably could only pull it off once. Also, if you think about using Slippery as a counter to this, please play the game for more than 2 minutes. Now is probably going to be the most controversial take on my ideas for Shinobi. His heavies that go into Sickle Rain are unblockable. This is something I'm even hesitant about, but hear me out. Shinobi's kick does a crazy amount of stamina damage, but due to his lack of stamina pressure, besides his kick mix-up, which half the time you're almost out of stamina so you might as well go for a quick light or emote, Or worst of all, just wait for your stamina and stare at your opponent for the next 5-ish seconds. The stamina change I propose in the new out of stamina pressure also makes me feel like Shinobi can be an A tier character or at least a high B tier character. One more minor buff I can think of is that the first part of his zone can be soft fanning into a backflip. Some minor notes that I want to state. I'm not trying to make Shinobi into the next Griffin because that would just be annoying and boring, as well as I thought of these buffs before Griffin was even announced. These suggestions were inspired by Frieza's arguments and Nova King's gameplay. I thank you both for your excellent critiques and excellent gameplay. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a sleep schedule to fix before spring break ends.